Hi, everyone, and welcome to Design in Context Fall 2018. My name is Ramon, and I'm going to be your professor for this class. I'm looking forward to engaging with all of you this semester. And I know that for some of you, this is your first class in the program, so welcome. And for some of you, this is your last class in the program, so you've been here and welcome to my class. Some of you I've had as student in other classes, some of you I've never had. So I wanted to say hello to all of you in this brief introductory video to what this class is about and how we're going to run it, because it runs slightly different from other classes. We've set up this class as a way to engage with the history and theory of graphic design and as it pertains particularly to the way you make work today. Um, Really engaging again with the history, particularly the last 100 and about 25 years or so of graphic design until today, in dealing with the people, the culture, the history, the contexts, the vocabulary, the conditions, the politics that all amassed to generate what we consider to be graphic design. Um, so keep in mind that this is run like a seminar class. So a lot of what we're going to be doing is reading, reacting, um, engaging with each other in either the Blackboard discussions, or we're going to actually set up Google Hangout meetings where we meet in smaller groups, and you'll read more about it in Blackboard. And what I'm asking you to do is to engage with those readings, not just within the readings themselves, but also outside of those readings, and start to critically engage with, again, the history and the theory of graphic design, and how these two things, history and theory, coalesce and merge to generate the kind of work you're interested in making. What I'm not interested is in you reading and regurgitating. What I'm interested in you doing is you reading, you researching, you digging for more information, and you critically engaging with this material. Disagreeing with it, I tend to think about it as fighting with the content, in this case, the content being the history and the theory of graphic design. Like I said, a big part of this is about the discussions, and I'm asking you to ask you to look at a doodle link to let me know when you're available. I'm looking to break the class into smaller groups so that we can actually have discussions. So every group will not meet every week. What we will do is you will see that in the syllabus you have a set of readings that are to be done for the next continuing week, and one group, and I will dictate it in the syllabus, will be the one that will do the Google Hangout with me, and we will discuss the readings, and we will discuss historical context and historical figures and historical um, events that occurred at around that time, all going into a critical discussion of the particular set of readings. Meanwhile, the group that does not discuss in one particular week will engage with that discussion, which will be videotaped and posted onto Blackboard. The other group will engage with that in the discussion board. And you are all expected to discuss every single week. You are either discussing on the Google Hangout, or you are discussing on the discussion board. Discussion means that you ask questions, that you prod, that you disagree with statements from the readings or statements from each other. We're going to run the discussion board in a way like an exquisite corpse, meaning it builds. So there's one discussion that somebody keeps adding and adding and adding, so that by the end of the semester, the discussion board itself becomes like this big, large publication, which is all of our discussions. So we're going to keep on adding to those discussions. So I want you to feel free to add video, to add additional text, to add information, to add your own particular statements. So I'm looking forward to that particular thing happening, and that activation. We're going to have 3 projects through the semester, one which I'm calling history, one which I'm calling theory, and then one which is going to be your proposed project that merges, again, both the history and the theory. And just to clarify, I want you to be very clear and aware that 40% of your grade in this class is based on your participation. The Google Hangouts, the discussion board, commenting, sort of, engaging with the material. There's going to be more specifics after next week in terms of the particular assignments that we will do. But the key thing that I want you to be aware of is that I'm interested in, again, how you yourself read these materials, read this theory, read this history, and examine it, re-examine it, question it, challenge it, agree with it, disagree with it, and how you synthesize all of that into making design responses, making work for today. So let's get going. And like I said in Blackboard, if you have any questions, feel free to always reach out to me. You can send me an email. I'm always available. And let's see what we get. Let's see what we make and see how we engage. Looking forward to doing so. Okay.